welcome. Today we're going to be splitting this bunny bot model for 3D printing. So this project I did a long time ago. This is actually from 2013, and I ended up 3D printing this thing on shapeways in nylon. So it was kind of a rough material and not very good for painting, and also I printed it all in one piece, so this whole entire thing was all together in one piece, and so that made it really difficult to paint and get in the corners and stuff. So I also tried to cast it in silicone and all in one piece too, and that was a horrible idea. So I think I might try to do this again, but better this time. So now that we did a bunch of 3D printing, I think it's a good idea to maybe split off a lot of these undercuts. So like this head right here, and just split it off right at the neck here. Let me try to select this part. There it is. So we can split this off by hitting P to separate that onto another mesh. And these meshes are pretty slow and chuggy because it's so much geometry here. But let me see. Let's move these guys over here. So yeah, this is just, I mean, I'm doing this, so I figure might as well, if you guys have any questions about 3D printing or prepping stuff for 3D printing, thought it might be helpful. But anyway, so first of all, I have a very dense mesh in here. So I think by splitting it, we're going to be able to work with the mesh a lot easier. So the first thing I did was just split this thing in half. So we have half the amount of geometry, and that way we can work twice as fast, you know, because it gets a little bit laggy when you have way too much geometry. Okay, so I've got the head here. Maybe let me reset the location of these two just to make sure that these are going to work properly, and make sure that the mirroring is working properly here, that we don't have any seams or weird artifacts down the center. And so these are two different pieces here with a little bit of a registration there, which should help for somebody building this. Alright, so then what about if we want to cut off the leg, for example? So the easy way to do this would be, we need to start to create, where the hell did the plane go? Oh shoot. So we're going to basically create, trace a line around where this leg attaches to the body. So the way we do that is we can go up here to snapping, turn on, make sure face snapping is on, and project elements. And then I'm going to do shift space to create a vert, shift space, and just trace this line. And the cool thing is that this is automatically tracing the object, or it's sticking to the object. As you can see here, we're going around in space and it's stuck to it. So I want to just make sure I'm giving it enough geometry to follow the curve accurately. Something like that. And then once we trace the line around the whole leg, we can create sort of a cutter geometry here. So just give me a second. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, or I hope the sound is okay here. Do we have any sound? Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear or not. Or I guess if you can't hear, then you wouldn't be able to say anything anyway. All right, just tracing through here. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, so now we have this whole piece right here. Get rid of that. So this whole piece, I'm gonna hit F to make sure we create a face, and then Alt space will inset a little bit. So this inset is kind of like a gasket that goes around the whole thing. You can do Alt Shift space again, and then S to scale. Oops. And in this case, I think we need to turn off the snapping. So Shift space and S to scale. And so now we have like a little skirt that goes around this whole piece. But I need to make sure that the skirt is not running into the leg here. So let me just getting a little disorienting, but yeah. So that's it. Just make the skirt go around the leg cleanly. I'm just going to check all the way around. Okay. And then this part over here, I can inset that again and scale it. And to make a registration mark is pretty easy. We could just, actually we could go like Shift space and just go like that. So now this leg will notch into this other body piece here, like that. Okay, so now let's get all of this stuff here and thicken it a little bit. So I'm just extruding a tiny bit, just about that much. Okay, and then once we have this cutter, we should be able to pick this other piece here. Let me duplicate these two, just in case. And then subtract. There we go. So we got the cut, I think. Oh wait, no, we didn't get the cut, sorry. Let me try to do that again. Maybe we need extra loops in here to kind of like contain that cut. Oops. Okay, let me try that. Nope, it doesn't like that. Maybe it needs to be a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. Let's see if that works. Oops. It doesn't like that either. Let's try to subdivide this just to give us a little more geometry to work with. Damn it. It could be this part. Make sure there's no doubles. Damn. Come on. Alright, let me see if I make it super thick. Would that work? That doesn't even work. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let me try that again. Sorry that took so many tries. This time I'll do it a little bit thinner, because I don't want the cut line to be too huge. There we are. All right, just adjusting that cut a little bit. I think the reason why the cut wasn't working is because we had that line traced so closely there. It was kind of overlapping some geometry, so that was screwing it up. And I think I want to give this a little bit more. So it's not quite as choppy. Yeah, a little bit more finesse on these. All right. Oh. And I mean, I guess I should keep in mind that this is only going to be like 4 inches total, so I don't have to be too crazy with the matching here. This is like microscopic level, but here we go. Let's try it again. Am I going to make it hollow? Yeah, I think so. Or I'll try to at least. Alright, so now the leg is separate. So we can separate this. And again, that's just, each time we separate something, it makes it a lot faster to work with the model. So now we have better viewport performance and better selection and stuff like that. Alright, so let's do this again. Select flat linked. Alright, I'm going to duplicate one of these verts and hit P to separate it off. And then move it off a little bit. Turn back on snapping. And then now we can go in and start to trace again. We can also hit E to extrude here. Oops. Why is it doing that? Oh. Alright, same process here. I'm making a face. Oops. Oops. Alright, so now we can inset here. Inset into the interior and also extrude this to make a little skirt. That looks good. And then we can bevel this just a little bit. And then this. Okay, so track that. And we're all good. Okay, P to separate that. There we go. So we got one for the legs. I mean, I could separate this foot off from the rest of the leg, maybe. That might be good. Same process, just duplicating a vert off the side. And then we're going to use snapping. Okay, and then E. Just gonna keep pressing E to draw. This cut might be a little more complicated because it's a very like three-dimensional cut. Hmm. Okay, here's our cutter. This is a complicated one. Turn off snapping. Okay, this is going to be interesting right here. I just have to make sure that this outer skirt doesn't intersect with anything, which is kind of tricky. Like this stuff here, can't be having that. Yeah, Sina, this actually was decimated in ZBrush. Or this started out as a ZBrush model. Good eye. Okay, let me bevel that a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh. So these ones are glitching out because it's sort of overlapping there. I mean, this joint we won't even be able to see really, so. Okay. All right. Got ourselves another cut, hopefully, or not. I'll do that. So where did it not cut? Where did it, maybe it's overlapping itself somewhere. Okay. Try that again. There we go. Whew. Got a bunch of parts, at least. Maybe we could cut this off too. For this one, I think we could just use a plane. Let me add a circle in here. Okay. Okay, that notch should register that piece, so it can only go in one direction. Damn it. Not quite. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are a pain to maintain. But yeah. Where are you, Sina? Okay. I think this is pretty much good. Good to go. Maybe another one over here. Oops. Okay. All right. Hey Peter, just finishing up cutting this model for 3D printing. So I'm basically breaking it down into separate pieces. This started off as one solid mesh, but we're going in and picking out the different pieces and making little registration marks so that when we print it, it'll be, well actually for painting especially, it'll be a lot easier if a modeler wants to paint it or sand it. It's a lot better to be separated. But yeah, this is just pretty informal, so I just figured I'd do this in case it was helpful to anybody. Okay, so then this is separate, and I think that's good. So all these parts have their own little bits here. That's not good. I might have to go in here and make a, let's see. I think I'm gonna put a plate in here just to fill up that hole, so we don't have any surprises with 3D printing. This is not very nice though. Oof. That's not good. What about, I'll make a cylinder here and just try to fill up that hole. Okay, how about this? We could just add this, so just Boolean add. So that way we don't have any holes, hopefully. Let's see, wireframe. All right, so that cleared up the hole inside. But now I have to make sure that this piece will not interfere with this piece when they come together. So in that case, we could place this back in the center. And then, well, actually, duplicate that. Let's grab this and then this and subtract. So that way we know for sure this piece will not interfere with this piece. Yeah, and that looks okay. This mating surface doesn't look very good though, actually. How about this? What if we make this way thicker, like that? Add it. Make sure again that there's no gaps inside here. What is this? Okay. Now, okay, so then this one, just duplicate this and put it back to the center. You can use this to cut out of here. Oh shit, it's not what I wanted. That's not good. So my question is, why doesn't this want to cut? Could be this stuff in here. I'm going to try to simplify that a little bit. What if we make this cutter simpler? now it'll cut. Yeah, this is a ZBrush sculpt. A few years old. I'm wondering why this isn't cutting. Maybe if I move this a little bit. Damn. All right, we can try the other way too. If we go cut this into this, but in that case I want to make sure that this has some sort of registration to it. Okay, let's try that again. God damn it. What the hell is happening? I don't know why it's flipping the normals. It seems to think that this is not a watertight model, but it is, it seems like. Let me try to remove doubles. Oh, it removed two verts. Maybe that was what it was. Let me try the same thing here. Remove doubles. Remove 12. Okay, maybe that's it. Okay, duplicate that. Okay, what if we add this and check the wire, make sure that, oh, we got some weirdness right there. And some weirdness over here. Maybe that was it. Yeah. Okay, I hope that was it. Ready to be done with this. Yes. Did that work? No. Damn it. What the hell? How do you group in 2.8? They changed the name of groups to collections. So it's just a different name now, I guess. This is killing me, man. Ah. Wait, what's that? Ooh. It's not very good. This is why I gave up on 3D printing. It's too damn hard. Too damn hard. Too much manual work. Okay, here we are. Will that work? Oh god, there's more holes in there. God damn. Maybe it needs more geo? Let's try that. Add that on. Can you please explain this difficult to group into collection? Are you going to have to have sculpting classes? I'm not going to have a sculpting class because I don't really know how to sculpt that well, but how to group into collection? It's the same way as you do in just Control G, and that'll group it into a collection. Same as grouping in 2.79. Ooh. Yes. Finally. Yay. Finally. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. I'm gonna angle this front face in a little bit. There we go. There we go. Jesus. Finally. Okay, let me save this. I want to check this out in Eevee too, just for fun. Can you smooth the area with Dinotopa on? I think you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Okay. Let's try, I want to mess with this material a little bit. Ooh. Whoa. Hey Johan, how's it going? Ooh. Shadows look like crap. Very interested in 3D printing as I'm preparing my diploma project. Oh man, well, basically, whoa. Basically, the only thing I spent the past hour doing was just like cutting this thing up into pieces. So it was all one giant piece, solid mesh together, but I was just separating pieces and making little registration marks so we can print them separately. And that's also good for just painting too and sanding. So because you're probably going to have to do a little bit of manual sanding work anyway. So yeah, just making little registrations like that. But other than that, you just need to make sure everything is closed, which is pretty easy in Blender. You just, if you have an open mesh, if you had a monkey or something, and just, it's good to just double click your mesh and hit F, which will just automatically close up any holes like that. And then once your holes are closed up, then you can print it. Like if you had a mesh like this that had holes in the eyes and in the over here, it wouldn't print. So just make sure everything is solid like that. And cut it up more than you think you would need to. This is my advice, especially if you're going to be painting it. Do you have to consider your modeling differently? Oh, wait. I think grouping is not working. I'm working right now on your config. Please group something in collection. Okay, I'll try. Let's see. Let me save this first. Okay, create new collection. Cubes. Oh, you're right. It doesn't work. Oh, sorry. I think you have to press M for grouping. So let's say we have these two. You hit M, new collection, and then call it cubes. Okay. There you go. So that's how you, I guess that's how you group. Oops. Okay. Yep, no problem. So let's see, I want to check the size of this too. So the head dimensions 40 by 26. What is this, centimeters? No, millimeters. 40 millimeters. Let's see, 40 millimeters to inch. That's 1.5 inches. Well, I guess this whole thing can... Alright, so I'm going to have to figure out the scale. I'm thinking about printing this about 4 inches length. And I got to set up the printer too. It's in pieces now in the garage, so hopefully I got this all running. And then we can have a print of this thing. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you next time.